before he ended up facing charges.
Posts videos of himself to YouTube.
What up, Brad? What is going on? Brahs! We're on the dirty S1 times the double R. And we're heading out to the twisties. Woo! Just as I felt like ripping around a little bit, Brahs, just a little, you know what I mean, a little. And I wanted to talk about something, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to, like, Texas doesn't have twisties, but I know this road, and it's been one of my little spots. It's been one of my little spots I like to go to for some good little turning. Just a little bit of this, a little bit of that, you know, some of this. Anyway, so what I want to talk about today is, I don't know how to say this without being like, I hate these people or anything like that. But you know, I don't know how to say it without being douchey or seem like I don't like something or a certain person, right? I like everybody, okay? I have no problems with no one. I can't think of anybody anyway I don't have a problem with. Do not pass. Okay. Well, that was short. Stop here on red. But there's no red. Does that mean we go? I think it means we go. Yeah, there's the sign right there. They took it down, Brahs. Let's see what they were doing. Oh, they're digging the ditch. Look at that. Oh, wow. So the ghost thing, right? The ghost meets, quote unquote, that everybody gets all excited about and spends a whole bunch of money on merchandise. And I'm not hating. Once again, I'm not hating on any of it. Okay, I'm not. I just don't understand why people get all excited about it and then tag it and then go on rides and go on group rides around it and then tag it, and when the ghost meet is just a meet. It's just a meet. It's just a guy in a booth selling merch. That's all it is. So I don't understand why everybody gets so excited about it and all these people show up from everywhere to the ghost meet. And they all show up wanting to ride. But it's a meet. So in other words, you show up like this. It's like, look guys, I can't wait to go to the next ghost meet. Wow, it's going to be so great. All the bikes and all the revving. And then you show, and look, there it is. There's the parking lot for the ghost meet, right? You pull up here to the ghost meet, right? You pull up. You put your bike in neutral. You do a lot of this, right? And everybody's like, wow, it's so loud. And then you stand here. And you talk to people. And you just stand. And I mean, that's great and all. And you also stand in some more. And then somebody on a beamer's just like in a corner. In a corner somewhere, just doing that the whole time, and that's it. It's kind of annoying, to be honest. I don't get it at all. Look at this beamer, though. Oh, she's sexy. I just don't understand why everybody gets excited about that. I get going somewhere out of town with your friends and riding and having fun and stuff, but when there's these group rides, like I had a group ride in Miami at the ghost meet time, and I didn't call it a ghost meet ride because the ghost guy didn't even go to the ride anyway, and it's not about the guy. He's just selling merch. It's just merch out of a thing. So you get what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't understand why everybody gets all excited about it when it's not even a ride. You have to hope that somebody like me or Fastlane D or Brian or anybody that has a big following goes to this Ralph Mez, goes to these ghost meets or any of the meets involving that, and then have an actual ride, because most of them don't have a ride or a set place. So it's like the Miami one. Once again, I'm not hating on it. I just don't understand what y'all get excited about. That's just what I'm talking about, okay? The Miami one, they didn't even get a real place for the meet on the bike nights and stuff, besides the dealership, right? But like the meets that I went to, which was both of them, but the one that I went to that was at the truck stop, right? that's a local stunt spot. That's where the stunt people go. And I've been to Miami for Brower on Top, an actual ride where a bunch of stunt riders got together and did a ride, and it was awesome. There's a ton of people. It was great, right? It was November. Everywhere else is getting cold, and then right there it's pretty nice. And that's a stunt spot, right? What is this? Oh, it's a reflector. Woo! 4 skips. I can get why people go to that. And go to that because it's a ride. You know, you show up on your bike to ride. I'm losing my train of thought. And then you leave to go speed. You know, just like that. And then you accelerate. And then you're out here riding by yourself or with your group, and that's it. There's like no ride. Anyway, but the stunt spot, right? I heard because I think 3 different people died in Miami at the ghost events, right? So all these out-of-towners in, a lot of them acting a little goony. One was a girl, I believe, doing whatever, right? 3 of them died that weekend, and because of that, the cops really did not like that, right? And they said they're trying to crack down on stuff, and I heard, and I talked to Sloppy Stunts about this, that they are no longer going to be meeting at the truck stop place, which has been an OG spot for like 7 years. It's been a safe haven where they could go, show up with all the boys, all the stunt bikes, do wheelies in that parking lot, hang out at that bar, and then leave from there to go on their rides, and the cops won't bust it. The cops will roll through, make sure everything's cool, but they'll never bust it. They left them alone because they would meet there and leave, and there's no incidents. Nobody dies, no horrific crashes, nothing. But because of the ghost meet being, once again, not even a real ride, it's just a dude selling merch out of a tent. Because of that, and the people that showed up from everywhere out of town, all y'all guys was just to point out what I'm trying to get at, right? Like, I don't understand why y'all show up to this stuff. Which you should, if you want to. You should totally do it. I'm not saying not to do it. But because it's so hype and all these people showed up, people died, the cops put it down the wire, basically, that they didn't want people showing up to the truck stop anymore. Which ruined it for the OG stunt rider guys. But I did talk to Sloppy, and he did say that it wasn't like they're saying we can't go there, but they're clearly going to be watching that spot and messing with them from that point. So that's why they're leaving it. And it just sucks because that was something that was good and fun. And then the ghost meet, which is not even a ride, and a bunch of people showed up to, and a bunch of people got hurt and either died. You know, 3 people died, which is terrible. Ruined it for the OG guys to be able to go ride their stunt bikes at their normal spot, which I hate. Like, I don't like that at all. So it's like, be careful who hosts like the ghost meet stuff, because for whatever reason all y'all show up to it even though it's not a ride, and y'all just hope that somebody posts up about a ride, which people do every time, right? Like a bunch of the fast guys, a bunch of the popular guys all post up a ride to show up to the meets, and then that makes sense why people would show up. But y'all do realize that we could do this without a ghost meet, right? You realize that the ghost meet, quote unquote, is just a guy selling merch out of a tent. That's all it is. He doesn't host a ride, or at least he didn't host a ride on the ones that I've been to. I think there was Atlanta one, there was a ride, right, and stuff. But to my knowledge, just this one coming up in Dallas, there's no ride. He's just going to be at these places and stuff. And once again, I'm not talking bad about the ghost guy or his merch or anything. It's all cool and it's all great, and I hope he makes lots of money and stuff, right? I don't hate any of that. I just don't understand why all these people show up for the guy in the tent selling merch. I don't get it. Maybe I'm retarded, because this is where I come from. I come from the stunt riding scene, right? So I come from the stunt riding scene, where when I went out of town to go to a meet, it was a ride. The whole point of the meet was a group of people being like, man, sit down Steve and stuff. What are they, the Block Stars? The Block Stars? It's been a while, okay? But whatever, I think they're the Block Stars. They hosted ROC, Ride of the Century. It was a stunt ride, but anybody's invited. Thousands of bikes went to that, and we rode all weekend, all week. It was great. It was so much fun. That's the stuff that I like to go to, right? I like to go to a meet that's a ride, right? Brian636 hosts Lean Back Chirac. It is a week-long event of a ride. Every single night is a ride. There's a sun up to sundown, or sundown to sun up ride. It's all night. They ride all night. And you can go there, and it's a lot of stunt riders, right? But he welcomes anybody that wants to come. Just stay out of the way of the stunt riders, please. But that's a real meet to go out of town for. A real thing that's actually cool and exciting. It's not just a guy at a tent. It's a guy hosting a meet where they're gonna ride every single night for a week. I think is it Monday night to Monday night, or it's Wednesday night to Monday night? I can't remember which, or it's all week. I don't know. Like, that's a real event that's like cool, and he has a hotel that everybody stays in, so there's like 200, 300 people all staying at this one hotel. Then there's still tons, a couple hundreds of people on Airbnbs and other hotels around the area. It just makes more sense to me to go to that kind of a thing, like a real event. We got some deer. We got some little deer elk thingies. I don't know what those are. They're not elk. They're not deer. They look like gazelle-looking things. Run! Or maybe those are deer. I don't know. What am I looking at? Anyway. I don't know what that was, but I definitely jumped it. Anyway, so I maybe I'm just an old man. I just don't know nothing anymore, right? But that's where I would go out of town for. I go out of town for these stunt rides, these big events where there's a ride. It's all about the riding, right? But then a lot of people have been showing up, not near as many as these stunt rides, by the way. Like, y'all think like the Ghost Meet is big. A lot of people show up to that. That's like that's like a Friday night. That's not even a Friday night. That's like a Thursday night on these big stunt rides. There's an actual ton of people that show up to these stunt rides. It's actually confusing me, really, because I see more stunt riders show up to out-of-town stunt rides than I do any of these meets, which doesn't make sense. You feel like there'd be more regular riders than there would be stunt riders, but there's not. At least when it comes to people showing up to meets. There's more people that show up to... You're never going to see more bikes at a ride than Lean Back Chirac right now. If you go to Lean Back Chirac this next year, coming up here in the middle of summer, you're going to see more bikes at a meet doing crazy stuff than you'll see anywhere else. Anywhere. That's like a guarantee, a promise. And you're welcome to come. It's not like exclusive to stunt riders. Just stay out of the way of the stunt riders is the thing. Anyway, so the gist of it is that I just don't understand why y'all show up. So please, in the comment section below, and Instagram Reels and TikToks, make your opinion on why and tag me to explain to me why you think it is, and or why you do it, and or maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm all overhyping this stuff. Like, I don't know. I'm just putting it up for debate. And once again, I'm not hating on Ghost. I have never even met the guy. I don't even know him. I'm sure he's great. I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't get what the hype is, because I know if y'all really came to the Ghost Meet and realized there was no ride involved with it, besides like if an influencer, and say no influencers or Instagrammers or anybody was at that meet, right? You would show up to a meet, stand around, talk with your friends, and leave. And you'd start to feel kind of silly. I feel like y'all all feel a little silly that y'all went out of town to stay somewhere and spend all this money for a dude in a tent selling merch. You get what I'm saying? That's just really my point. That's all I really got. Think we can break the tire loose? Oh yeah. Hold on, boys. Oh, nope. No, now we caught. I don't want to scare the horsey. We'll wait. What up, horsey? Chilling. He's killing it. Cattle hauler, brother. Get her done. Alright, let's try right here. Okay, maybe not. This road's sticky. Anyway, so like in the comments, put your opinions. Like I said, make an Instagram reel, make a whatever talking about it. I'm just curious if y'all see what I'm seeing. And I've talked to some of my bigger YouTuber buddies, right? And they all feel the same way, pretty much, that I feel. Maybe not word for word, right? But they also wonder the same thing I'm wondering. Like, why is it that everybody shows up to it when it's not like an actual... It's not like an actual event. Like, Brian 66 puts on a real event. There's a hotel you can stay at. I can't remember if y'all actually have to spend... I think there's like a discount and everything to stay at the hotel. I think. I could be wrong. And then there's an actual place to meet most every single night, that there's going to be a chill spot where y'all can stay and not get run out of. And then the cops actually show up to shut down certain intersections and or the highway for a second to let the massive pack on the main day get on the highway. That's official as it gets. Meanwhile, the ghost me, the cops are just pissed off that all these people are come from out of town speeding around their city. Now, I'm just talking about Miami, though. There's plenty of ghost meets in other cities that I haven't been to, but going from my experience to the one place, I should probably mention that too, right? Because that's the only one I went to, quote unquote, right? The only reason I went is because it's cold in Texas and I need to make videos, and a lot of my friends were going, so that's why I went. But I didn't go to see ghosts. I didn't go to buy the merch. No, not saying anything bad about it. I'm just saying that the reason everybody showed up for Miami for the ghost meet was zero the reason why I showed up to Miami for the ghost meet. I showed up for you guys. Look at this beautiful road, man. It's gorgeous. Look at it, box, Jesus. So yeah, I'm sure Jared will clickbait this video. He'll probably say something along the lines that I hate the ghost meets or something. I'll probably approve it just because I want y'all to click on it and give me y'all's opinion on, like, if what I'm saying makes any sense. Does it make sense? Like, if I'm going to go out of town and spend money to stay somewhere, I want to go out of town, spend money to stay somewhere for a ride. Because I'm here to ride motorcycles. That's what I like. Just a little knee knocker for the boys. Turn, brahs. We still don't really know how to wheelie this thing yet. Well, okay, alright, I can wheelie it good, but it has the ABS still, and it works, right? The ABS is off, but it's sketchy. I don't like it. It's real spongy. I ordered straight brake lines. We're deleting the ABS. So until I get that done, I'm really not trying to spend too much wheelie time on this thing.
His YouTube page continues to post videos of himself speeding